Hey, my name is Dave. I thought I'd do a short video on how to replace a drive belt on a Harmony II HRT216 model. There's a lot of videos out there that don't seem to cover this model. I believe this mower is over 20 years old, but it runs great. Just want to get a new drive belt on it. So let's show you where we're at. So today I'm going to change the drive belt on my Honda mower. This is about a 2001 vintage and model number HRT216 KSDA. And before we flip it up on the workbench, we'll just pull the spark plug wire. So pull your spark plug wire on the remote chance there's a chance this thing will start. And first thing we'll do is take the blades off. So I flipped the mower up on the workbench with the gas tank cap up, carburetor up, because that'll give us access to the housing where the belt is. There are three 10mm bolts, one here, and one hidden behind this wheel. If you take this wheel, and move the adjustment lever all the way back, you'll have easy access to this bolt. And I forgot there's a fourth bolt. And if you have this attachment for mulching in your mower, like I did, pull that out. And now you'll see the fourth bolt that's hidden. So 4 altogether, 1, 2, 3, and then the one behind the wheel. There's a lot of videos that show getting down to this point by taking off a metal cover that's here. That's pretty easy to do. And when you get to the drive belt, mine is very different than the others. I replaced the clutch cable, and I'm looking at the belt thinking it looks pretty sorry. And the pulley arrangement is different than other videos. There's no guides around these pulleys like other videos show. But to get the tension off this, there's an adjustment screw back here. I'll see if I can get a better video. So with the flashlight, I think you can see hidden behind the pulley is an adjusting nut with a nylock type nut and a spring behind it. And in order to get the tension off this, I'm going to have to remove or loosen that nut. If you look behind the cover, there's a nut, or the head of a bolt, I should say, that is the same as this we were looking at. So if I can get a 10mm wrench on here, I can back this screw out all the way. And what I did before I'm going to take this off is measure how many threads are exposed beyond this nylock nut. And in my mower, I've got about 1 3/4 inches, but I would check that before you take this off. Okay, so I've got a 10mm box end on that nylock nut, and I'm going to put an impact on here and see if I can hold the wrench and back this out. So here it is, came out pretty easily. There's a washer on either side of the spring, be careful of those. And that's the head of the bolt you see out the back of the mower here. So now I've got all the tension off it, we'll see if we can get that belt off. So here we are. You can pull this whole transmission down and the belt comes off. It's hard to get a picture, but it takes a little effort to get the belt by this bracket here, between the pulley and the bracket. But it's not really that hard. So when you're searching for belts, my particular model doesn't seem to be listed on anybody's site. I've got a HRT216 KSDA, and this is an HRT216 K1 SGA. But the important part is the serial number I have fits into this group of numbers. So I'm hoping this is the right belt. Belt number 22431 VGA D00 for 552. So I'll get one of these and hopefully it'll match up. So here's the new belt. This is the part number for my particular mower. 22431 VG3D00. Let's see how it sizes up with the old one. It seems to be the same size. It's perhaps slightly smaller, probably due to a little stretch of the old belt after all these years. So let's put it on. So I'll put it on the small pulley first, and then reach back and pivot this housing forward, and it should go right on. And there you go. Now we're going to put the bolt back in to the hole back here and tighten it up where it was before. So the bolt goes in the back hole, no washer. Then we'll guide it through the oblong hole. Then it's washer, spring, washer, and nylock nut. And you have to compress the spring a little bit to get everything started. And then I ran it up with my impact wrench. Of course, you could do it by hand. And we'll go back inside and measure to see if I've got 1 3/4 inches of the bolt sticking through the nut. So with 1 3/4 inches showing, I've got about 2-inch deflection, 1 inch each way, you know, with moderate pressure. So it seems to be all right. We'll put the blades back on and the housing in the back, and that should do it.